Hello, once again, this is Charles with the usunitedclan. Today we're going to discuss class strategy with our team in Domination. I received an email a few days ago from a subscriber asking us how we play in Domination, what makes it successful. Um, the most the the most important thing that matters is your team. Support, communication, teamwork, all goes into obtaining the objective of winning the game, and we define that in three parameters, if you will. Our score streaks and our play style coincide together with each other's abilities too, and we play to create a balance of attack and defense, which is very good. And we try to optimize our teammates' abilities and all of our abilities to control, and dominate the game. So let's talk about perks. The first thing we do is run the wild card one, perk one greed, and put flag jacket in there so we can take more damage while we're taking objectives. As you can read, it does make you allows you to take more explosive damage. It's important while you're taking an objective away from them. It actually gives you the time to do so. The very first slot we'd like throw low profile in. This is only helpful though until they throw up a UAV with threat detection. There's really no way of getting around threat detection, honestly. Perk two, we like blind eye a lot. It gets around score streaks, turrets, warbirds, whatever that can shoot you as they are AI controlled. A lot of people use cold blooded. Remember in the old Call of Duties they had ghosts, same principle, but it's not as effective. Still, blind eye is still 10 times better because of the fact it gets rid of score streaks. Hardwired is the best perk you can run in any game mode here. It gets around the system hacks for more primarily. A lot of people use Blood Suppressor, but it's just not as effective. It gets you off the minimap until they can see you anyway with another threat detection or whatever. Hardwire already makes you to where you can see during a system hack, and of course until they use a system hack with disabled streaks or so, you're not immune to that. So that's what we use. Now on to attachments here. The very first thing that's important to the attachments is that you use what you're familiar with and comfortable with. For me personally, I'm a defender. I use the hybrid sight or the threat detection sight so I can see them in long distances or be able to change focus between two distances, long range and up close, so on and so forth. Foregrip for balance and control with accuracy is very good for long shots. It's primary. I use it primarily. If you're a more damage guy, use the grenade launcher with the danger close perk. That's not a bad thing to do, really. Running gunners use quick draw with foregrip and suppressor mostly, or even laser sight. But for me, I use the hybrid sight because it's very effective. Now, for the actual optical thing, I like square a lot because it gives me a wide area. But for purposes of domination and the wide range in which I can go, I'm going to go with horizontal because it gives me that pinpoint accuracy between both focuses, and I don't have to use my eyesight so hard to focus. I am an older guy here. It's kind of important, to be able to get that pinpoint. So the second slot, like I said, I primarily use foregrip. It's very impressive. It's very good to use if you are a defender. If not, then run something else. So score streaks, here we go. The most important score streak you want to run is UAV. Everybody on your team should run it, especially with support. That way it keeps cycling through your other core streaks. It's something that you can obviously obtain without, it being wrecked from getting killed. But with that, we like threat detection because there's just no way around getting around threat detection. It's just impressive. Some people use enemy detection, but it's not as effective. It only shows you on the mini map, not on the actual screen. So that's why we choose threat detection. It does both and is very more impressive. We don't care whether it shows you directionally on the minimap. What matters is what's in front of your face. A lot of people use extra assist points and extra time. We prefer Scrambler because of the fact that it totally eliminates their possibility of knowing where we're striking from, which can be very helpful in eliminating them to know where we are and gives us the element of surprise. So that's what we run. We also like to run aerial assault drone. Let me just focus on remote turret for a minute. It is totally it's not good. Don't run it. Blind eye will cause it to be completely useless, and then you're going to waste your time using it. So go back to the aerial assault drone. If you're not comfortable with an AI-controlled thing, go to Paladin. If not, then go with the care package, which we run too with support on, because it's very good and it allows you to get it no matter what, with better odds and double tap, which makes your double tap even more effective in getting maybe even another Paladin or a bombing run or anything else that can help you do damage and eliminate your team from an area. Now, Warbird and Paladin are both very, very good and effective effective. We love, as like Dark Knight and the Clan loves, throwing a Warbird with an AI control and extra time. System Hack is probably the second best one you can run, especially when running disabled streaks and extra time. Now, running one extra time isn't a bad thing, but both is kind of unnecessary and pointless, as you should have other teammates that run it as well, and it becomes very effective, especially with assist points. You only need the 2. It allows you to cycle through your other score streaks, as does your UAV, and it still gives you the potential to do and get your score streaks faster and more point. There is no point in running disabled equipment. What equipment are you disabling really that you can already get around anyway in the game? I mean, equipment is really pointless in this game anyway. That's why we don't run exosuits or grenades. Now, disabling an exosuit is actually pretty good, especially around with disabled streaks, because it allows them to have less movement to where you need to go, and you can go there quicker. So we like those either way, however you want to run that. In the 4th slot, we like to run Goliath's not bad, Paladin's good, but Goliath is still quick, easy to get, and you put the abilities on it and still make it cost under 1,000. As for Paladin, this is a damage seeker. Especially with extra time. It's also unnecessary, but it's still good to do, as it gives you more time to have out there, but your other teammates can still have the same thing. So this is a primary setup. If you don't like the extra time and want it to be cheaper, then take the extra time off the thing. The same thing with the system hack, is you should have 3 other people running that could probably get to it quicker. So we run the AI controlled and with rockets, with the aerial assault drone. Sorry, I picked machine gun there. I actually meant rockets. As Dark Swordsman in the Clan says, you can sit on a objective and wreck. It's very good. That's my best impression of him, by the way. If you want to go with something that's more solid and actually be able to pinpoint you on an objective and really become ahead in the game, then probably Goliath is good for you with trophy on. It's very good. It allows you to get around their nonsense and trying to blow you up for a minute or two. And that's where it's explosive. If you don't like the Goliath, then go back to the care package. It's not a big deal. If you want to be more suitable with something more effective that'll last longer or get you more and where you can be more consistent with your score streaks, then the care package with support in it is good. To run that with the Paladin and whatnot, like I said, you can get 2 Paladins or whatever else you want. If you're not into that, then run Bombing Run. But Bombing Run we don't like because you kill yourself. Plus, you're only going to get 2 or 3 kills off of it at one point. It's not as effective as like a AI controlled with extra time Warbird. Goliath is really a set thing, as you can do recon with it, with trophy system on it, which with those 2, it's so good. It really is so good. You can ping them as they're coming to you, as they're trying to explode you too, so you know where they're coming from, what they're trying to hit with. With beyond that, if we run rockets, which we don't, we prefer honing rockets because it gives you a wide area to do damage to, so you can get multiple kills possibly with a hit. It's way better than the underbarrel, as you can see, as a one-shotter, and it doesn't hone in. It doesn't have that target acquisition that honing rockets do, which can be very, very, very effective in the game. So if you wanted to run those 3, you're still under 1,000 points, which is still good. And Goliath will stick around at this point for a while, as you can blow up anybody near you. So you got to do a lot of damage here. Your UAV is the highest expensive thing here, but so your damage comes first. In the first round, your AI controlled aerial assault drone is probably the biggest thing there. So I hope this was helpful. This is our basic setup here. I hope this was helpful. Like I said, I really appreciate your request for a video. If there's anybody else who wants us to do a video, please comment or on this video, or even email us at the email address on the screen. Thank you for watching.